Welcome to the Genius Factory. Enjoy the video.
You start by getting the fundamentals right. Update iPad OS and sign in with your Apple ID so tools sync and certificates work. Once done, install Swift Playgrounds if you want native Swift development on the iPad, or sign up for a remote Mac/Cloud Mac OS instance if you need full Xcode. Make sure two-factor authentication is active so code signing and device provisioning will function. These steps prevent permission and compatibility issues before you move to connecting and building. Now you connect and prepare the build environment. If using a remote Mac, configure screen sharing or SSH, install Xcode on that Mac, and copy your Apple development certificates there. This lets you sign apps remotely. If you use Swift Playgrounds, import project files or start a Swift UI template and wire in any Swift packages. Make sure provisioning profiles are available. Use iCloud Keychain to sync credentials or manually upload them to the remote Mac, so builds and device installs finish by compiling and deploying. If using a remote Mac, initiate the build from your iPad client or remote desktop and monitor the Mac OS Xcode logs. Deploy to your iPad and trust the developer profile in settings. If using Playgrounds, run the live preview and test on attached devices. If something goes wrong, first check provisioning profiles and certificate validity. Then confirm Xcode versions match and that firewalls or network settings aren't blocking the remote connection. Restarting services often clears transient issues.
Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe.